out there in Valentine's land. It is Deb, and I am going to show you how to put together your dinner for two on this special occasion. And we have this beautiful lobster bisque, which has some lovely garnishes. So you will have your soup, and then you will have your entree, which will be in 3 packages. One will be your meat, your pork, beautifully done. One will have your lovely green beans, which we'll put this butter over. And we have our sweet potato and butternut hash with a little onion and some yummy spices. This is your sauce for your pork. And then in this kit, you are gonna have the raisin relish, which you will add toasted almonds to. I'm gonna go ahead and open it. So we'll have the raisin relish. We will toss these together before we eat the meat. And then here's our little squirt bottle for garnishing the soup. Here's our little beet sauce for garnishing the soup twice. And then here's our lovely ginger honey turmeric butter that we put on our beans. And this is a little spice mix that's not on your chart, that was on the interweb, but it will be in your kit, that we're gonna sprinkle a little bit around the plate, okay? And you know that I just can't stand to have a plate without greens, so we're gonna put little greens right in the middle of our dinner plate to give a little pizzazz. All right, so we're gonna get started. I'm gonna heat the soup up, because I know you're hungry. Who's ready for soup? I am. Okay, it's lovely lobster bisque. So find your 2 favorite bowls, you know, and I would go with something that can show off your soup. A solid color bowl would be fabulous. And there we go. Fill her up. And also in your kit, you will have your little bottle of rosé. Drink your rosé at your leisure and enjoy it. It's a really tasty drink, rosé. Okay, so before I start that, your squirt bottle has your black olive caramel in it. It has to be clipped off with scissors, so be careful that you don't let that fly across the room and get into your food. So be gentle, or come over here and do it. Just a minute. Okay, all right, so we're gonna take our beet and we're just gonna gently take our spoon, whoopsie, and attempt a heart. Okay? That's kind of like a good heart. Or you can just do a nice swish and leave it at that. Then we're gonna take our black olive, and you have to push down and whoopsie. You know, evenness. Well, there's my attempt, but you probably do a better job than I do. Or you can just make some dots. And have fun with it. Okay, we're back. And it's time for the entree. So you are gonna take the lids off of your potato hash, your charred green beans, and check it out. Look at that lovely pork tenderloin with a little coffee cocoa rub on it. It's yummy, and I have a little extra in the kit just so you can figure out what I put on it. Okay? So I'm gonna turn around, pop these in the oven, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. a big feast, okay? So we have our pork tenderloin. We're just gonna plate one plate. And I'm gonna put the other one on in just a minute. And the potatoes will take a little bit longer to heat up than everything else, but that will be in your instructional guide. And we got our hash, and we're just gonna make it look real pretty. Just sort of pile it there on the edge of the meat. Okay. Then we're gonna take our green beans, kind of set them in there. I put a little bit of the butter in there, but I'm gonna put a little bit more. Okay. A few more green beans. All right. Then we're gonna take our almonds and mix them with our raisin relish, which has orange and pickled raisins. We're gonna put our other medallion of pork right there. Then we're gonna take our relish and put it right here. Then we're gonna take our sauce and just make a nice drizzle around the plate. And you can make really pretty if you like. And then if you have a really big plate and you want to put a little bit extra, I take a little tiny bit of oil and I put it on the rim of the plate. Then I'm going to take my spice mix that I used for the pork and just make a little extra decoration. Okay? And then the greens. If you have some greens, if you don't, you could use a sprig of any herb you wanted to. But I always just like to have a little extra green color because it helps also when you want to take a picture of it too. So what do you think? Is that the best Valentine's meal ever? I think so. You're gonna love it. Some people think this is the best part of the meal, and most of the time I agree. Dessert, made by Megan, our pastry chef at Etc. and Jasper's. So, this is a chocolate pot de creme. So when you get your kit, leave these in the refrigerator till it's time for you to partake. All right? So we're gonna take the lid off, when I can get the lid off. And inside there's this little tiny cup, okay? You could leave it on the side if you like, or you can just lightly, gently flow it on top of your pudding. All right? There's one for me, and there's one for you. Let's take a bite. Exquisite, exquisite. You're gonna love it. And then, the next best part, which is my real favorite part, is to enjoy my rosé with this lovely chocolate dessert. Thank you. Enjoy. Have the best day ever. Love the one you're with.